In 2026, surviving in America costs more than at any point in modern history. Not thriving, not investing, not building wealth, just surviving. For millions of full-time workers, their entire paycheck disappears before the month ends. So today, we're breaking down the real monthly cost of survival in the United States, using actual numbers. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why. Even a $60,000 salary feels like poverty in 2026. Let's start with housing. The largest expense. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in many U.S. cities is now around $1,700 to $1,900 per month. In major metro areas, it's well over $2,000. Next, food. Groceries for a single adult now average about $400 to $500 per month, and that's without eating out regularly. Transportation, car payment, $400 insurance, $200 gas and maintenance, $100. That's $700 per month just to get to work. Healthcare, even with insurance. The average monthly cost is around $300 to $400 when you factor in premiums, copays, and medications. Utilities, phone, and internet. About $300. Minimum debt payments. Student loans, credit cards, or personal loans. $250 to $400. When you add all of that together, you're looking at roughly $3,900 per month. Just to survive. No savings. No investing. No emergencies. Now let's compare that to income. A $60,000 salary sounds decent on paper. But after federal tax, state tax, Social Security, and Medicare, your take-home pay is about $3,700 to $3,900 per month, which means your entire income is consumed by survival. You're not failing financially. You're operating at mathematical zero. That's why nearly 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. The real issue isn't that people are earning less. It's that their money buys less. Over the last few years, rent increased faster than wages. Groceries rose significantly. Car insurance jumped. Interest rates made debt more expensive. So even when salaries increased slightly, real purchasing power declined. This is called real wage stagnation. You're working more hours for the same standard of living. If your paycheck covers survival but nothing else, you are not middle class. You are one emergency away from debt. And that is the new financial reality for millions of Americans. So how are people still spending money? Debt. Credit cards are filling the gap between income and survival costs, with interest rates above 20%. Many households are trapped in a cycle where they use credit to survive, gives then use income to pay interest, gives then use credit again. This is not wealth building. This is financial maintenance. Financial advice often says, save 20% of your income. But when survival costs equal your entire paycheck, saving becomes mathematically impossible. That's why a large percentage of Americans have less than $1,000 in emergency savings. It's not a discipline problem. It's a margin problem. Wealth is built in the gap between income and expenses. And for many people, that gap is zero. So, how do you escape the survival cycle? Step 1. Reduce fixed costs. Housing and transportation are the biggest levers. Step 2. Increase income through scalable sources, not just more hours. Step 3. Automate small investments, even $25 to $50 per week. Step 4. Delay lifestyle inflation until assets generate cash flow. The goal is simple: create margin, because margin is where wealth begins. In 2026, financial stability is no longer defined by your salary. It's defined by your margin, your ability to keep your fixed costs low, your ability to build income that doesn't depend on your time, your discipline to invest consistently even in small amounts, and your ability to survive an emergency without going into debt. That's the new definition of the middle class. Not people who earn more, but people who own more or less and control their cash flow. Because in today's economy, income can disappear. But assets, systems, and financial margin create security. And the people who understand this shift won't just survive the next decade. They'll control it. If you want to understand how money actually works in today's economy, not outdated advice, not motivation, but real financial systems, subscribe to the channel. Every week, we break down how Americans are really living, where the money is actually going, and the strategies that build financial stability in 2026 and beyond. No hype. No just data, structure, and financial intelligence. Subscribe if you want to move from surviving to being financially secure.